was there. He was there when the coroners arrived to Kim Porter's house.
I have you institutionalized again, where they medicate the crap out of you and you go back to zombie land forever. This is the way a Hollywood trainer was talking to me to force me to go and apologize, right? Yes, Cory CIA. He didn't even have to say it. I know it.
Have you ever noticed how every 6 months or so, Kanye West seems to predict something before it hits the mainstream? Well, this time we're delving into Kanye's uncanny foresight regarding Kris Jenner's boyfriend, Cory Gamble, and his intriguing ties to Diddy. Long before the recent allegations against Diddy made headlines, Kanye was already shedding light on Cory's connections to him. What's more, there's speculation that Cory might be one of those enigmatic celebrity handlers with links to government agencies, a theory that could also explain his association with Diddy. Kanye wasn't shy about calling out Diddy's shadowy connections long before they were widely understood. But let's pause for a moment amidst the chaos of accusations and name-dropping. Kanye takes a pointed jab at those who try to come off as tough, but are merely playing a role dictated by deals and promises made to authorities. It's a call-out that hits hard, revealing a layer of complexity on the surface of celebrity culture. Cory's relationship with Diddy goes beyond mere acquaintanceship. He was reportedly the first to arrive at the scene of Diddy's ex Kim Porter's sudden passing, hinting at a deeper involvement. Rumors swirl that Diddy may have even utilized Cory as a conduit to reach Justin Bieber. Yet amidst these whispers, Kanye stands as a solitary voice of warning. For years, he's been dropping hints and expressing concerns about Cory's character, going so far as to ban him from his children's presence, a move that speaks volumes. So what exactly is Kanye trying to communicate about Cory? And how do Cory and Kris Jenner fit into Diddy's freak shows? As we embark on this unraveling journey, be prepared for twists, turns, and revelations that may challenge your perceptions of fame and its intricacies.
They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name I won't name.
Kris Jenner's beau, Cory Gamble, is once again under the scrutiny of the public eye. And this time, it's all about his apparent connections with none other than Diddy. But here's where things start to get really curious. Despite being in the public eye for what feels like an eternity as Jenner's romantic interest, Cory's past remains shrouded in mystery. Before he stepped into the limelight as Kris's arm candy, what was he up to? That's the million-dollar question. Adding to the intrigue, Cory seems to have a Rolodex that stretches across Hollywood's elite circles. He's often seen hobnobbing with the creme de la creme, from Diddy to Ellen DeGeneres, Jay-Z and Beyonce, and yes, even Prince Harry. Remember that clip from last year? Cory and Jay-Z supposedly shield Beyonce from the paparazzi after a pre-Grammy bash? A scene straight out of a blockbuster thriller. And it doesn't end there. Cory's been spotted hitching rides on the Carter's private jet. So here's the million-dollar query. What exactly does Cory Gamble do? Well, rumors have been swirling that Cory might be playing a role straight out of Hollywood's shadowy underbelly, that of a handler. But hold on to your hats, because here's where the plot thickens. Why would Cory, seemingly living off the high life as Kris Jenner's significant other, dabble in the clandestine world of celebrity handling? After all, with Jenner as his ticket to the A-list lifestyle, he's essentially got a golden goose at his disposal. But whispers in the rumor mill suggest that Cory's handler duties might extend beyond mere celebrity wrangling. There's talk that these handlers could have deeper, more covert connections, possibly linked to government agencies. Consider the case of Kanye's former personal trainer, Harley Pasternak, who was recently outed for his ties to Canadian intelligence before transitioning into a gig training celebrities. It's a tale that blurs the lines between Hollywood glitz and government intrigue, leaving us to wonder, could Cory be playing a similar double game? And if so, what does that mean for his relationship with Jenner and his place in the celebrity circus? The plot thickens, and we're just scratching the surface. According to various reports swirling around Hollywood's inner circles, these so-called celebrity handlers aren't your typical personal assistants fetching coffee or scheduling appointments. No, they allegedly serve a much more intricate role, handpicked by the industry's power players to ensure that stars stay in line, keeping tight-lipped about any industry secrets and adhering to a carefully curated public image. But their duties don't stop there. They're also supposedly tasked with subtly pushing certain political agendas to their vast fan bases. Enter Kanye West, who didn't shy away from shining a spotlight on his former personal trainer turned handler, Harley Pasternak. When Kanye dared to call out Harley, things took a sinister turn. Allegedly, Harley threatened to have Kanye institutionalized, a chilling display of the immense power wielded by these handlers. After all, if Harley were just a mere fitness trainer, would he have the authority or audacity to make such threats? The revelation that Harley had ties to Canadian intelligence only added another layer to the mystery.
Like, let's read this Harley text out loud when he was threatening me, forcing me to apologize, about the frustration. And no one ever said, okay, this is what you're doing. Even in fact, TMZ is going to say Kanye West, right? And my name is legally Ye now. It's always some form of disrespect.
But Kanye wasn't alone in his suspicions. He hinted that Harley was just one of many handlers operating behind the scenes in Tinseltown. It's a revelation that peels back the glamorous facade of Hollywood, revealing a web of influence and manipulation lurking beneath the surface. As Kanye aired his grievances about Harley and his ilk, it became clear that these handlers aren't just guiding stars to physical fitness. They're guiding them through the labyrinth of fame, power, and secrecy. But Kanye didn't stop there. He also voiced apprehensions about handlers who might be circling around his own family. While he refrained from dropping any names at the time, fans couldn't help but speculate if Cory Gamble was among those he was referring to. After all, if Harley had ties to intelligence, what sort of individuals might be lurking around his kids? Why Cory, you might wonder? Well, it seems like Kanye has been less than thrilled about Cory's presence around his children for quite some time. Let's rewind to the summer of 2020 when Kanye made headlines with his abrupt retreat to his Wyoming ranch. Amidst the chaos, he took to Twitter, alleging that his wife Kim Kardashian and mother-in-law Kris Jenner were conspiring to have him involuntarily committed under a 5150 psychiatric hold. But what really raised eyebrows was Kanye's pointed call-out of both Kris and Cory stating, "Kris, don't play with me. You and that commie aren't allowed around my children. Y'all tried to lock me up." Fans immediately began to connect the dots, speculating that Kanye's unease regarding Cory stemmed from concerns about Cory's boundaries, particularly around the younger members of the Kardashian clan. It was a moment that cast a shadow of doubt over Cory's role in the Kardashian-Jenner inner circle, and sparked a flurry of speculation about the true nature of his relationship with the family. Remember that time when Cory Gamble stirred up quite the controversy by sharing his views on disciplining children? One particular incident that sent shockwaves through social media involved Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick's daughter, Penelope. In a candid exchange, Cory made it clear that if Penelope were to scratch him, he wouldn't hesitate to administer a spanking, stating,
"I don't have a nanny anymore." What? She said he was really upset. She was putting her in the car and Penelope scratched her face.
This bold declaration sparked a whirlwind of reactions. While some rushed to Cory Gamble's defense, suggesting that Kourtney and Scott's children might indeed pose challenges, Scott Disick himself stepped in to set the record straight. He clarified that regardless of Penelope's behavior, Cory had crossed the line by insinuating that he had the authority to discipline someone else's children. It's truly mind-boggling to witness Cory Gamble's audacious behavior, as if he's some kind of authority figure within Scott and Kourtney's family dynamic. It's almost as shocking as the spectacle of Harley Pasternak threatening to have Kanye West institutionalized. But what's even more astounding is that this incident wasn't an isolated one. There have been murmurs among fans about Cory's alleged fixation on Kylie Jenner, with reports of him giving her lingering looks on multiple occasions. But Kanye was on to Cory long before these incidents came to light. Back in 2019, he publicly called out Cory for his shady demeanor and his reluctance to introduce his own family to the Kardashian-Jenner clan. In fact, Kanye didn't mince words. He texted Cory something rather blunt, expressing his discomfort with the situation.
Kanye texted Cory something really rude. Kanye was like, "I think it's weird, like we've never met his family."
That's weird.
Kanye's suspicions didn't set well with Kris Jenner, who immediately went into full defense mode. She seemed determined to shield Cory from any scrutiny, even going so far as to deflect criticism by accusing her own family of planting negative thoughts about Cory in Kanye's mind. It's as if she was trying to preemptively deflect any attention away from Cory before people could start digging deeper into his background. However, Kanye didn't just leave it at that. In 2022, he once again took aim at Cory Gamble, this time with even more fervor. Posting a photo of Cory on his Instagram, Kanye didn't hold back in the caption, branding him as godless and delving into his connections with Diddy and Justin Bieber. God has a plan to remove the godless Cory, Kanye proclaimed, making it clear that Cory was unwelcome in his world. But Kanye's accusations didn't stop there. He hinted at Cory's dubious past, insinuating that he's a paid handler and pointing out his trajectory from being around Puff's family to being in Justin Bieber's circle, and eventually finding his way into Kris Jenner's life after her divorce. Kanye even disclosed that he personally ejected Cory from his daughter's birthday party, emphasizing that despite their interactions, he still hadn't met Cory's own family. Then Kanye dropped a bombshell. He suggested that Cory was the one responsible for getting Kim Kardashian linked with the liberals in a deep way. This cryptic statement left many scratching their heads wondering what Kanye meant by this revelation. We still never met his family, and I guess we never will. He got my wife linked with the liberals in a deep way. That was his job. For some reason, I always felt he worked for DuPont or some organization in that pedigree. It's classic Kanye to utter statements that initially sound outrageous, only for them to be proven true years later. And it seems like this might be another instance of Kanye's prophetic tendencies. But the question remains, what exactly did Kanye mean by Cory getting Kim linked with liberals in a deep way? Well, let's delve into the intricacies. Firstly, it's worth noting that Kim Kardashian publicly endorsed presidential candidate Hillary Clinton, a figure with ties to DuPont. Here's where it gets interesting. Ellen Coleman, who served as the CEO of DuPont from 2009 to 2015, abruptly resigned in October 2015, just months before the 2016 Democratic primary. Then in June 2016, she endorsed Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign. It's worth noting that Ellen Coleman and Hillary Clinton share the same stylist, Nina McLemore, known for her expertise in pantsuits for corporate women. Now, let's loop Cory Gamble into this equation. The first red flag is the lack of information available about Cory's background online. He doesn't have a Wikipedia page, and there's a conspicuous absence of details about his family. In fact, his origins remain a mystery, though some sources claim he grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. This air of secrecy surrounding Cory's past only adds fuel to the speculation about his connections and motives. And get this, according to an article by Cosmopolitan, Cory studied business marketing at Morehouse College in Atlanta. After graduation, he entered the world of entertainment and marketing by joining Scooter Braun's company, SB Projects. As many know, Scooter Braun would later rise to fame as Justin Bieber's manager. But here's where things take a curious turn. Cory's profile on the Kardashians' wiki states that he was born on November 10, 1980. This detail is significant because it places him just 7 months older than Scooter Braun, who was born on June 18, 1981. According to Scooter's Wikipedia page, he founded SB Projects in 2007 at the age of 26. This means that in 2007, Cory would have also been around 25 or 26 years old. However, the timeline raises questions. If Cory started working at Scooter's company right after graduation, as the Cosmopolitan article suggests, it implies that he entered the entertainment business relatively early in his career. But if we follow that timeline strictly, it seems unlikely that Cory would have been involved with SB Projects at its inception, given the age gap between him and Scooter. So what does this all mean? It's all speculation at this point, but it's clear that something doesn't quite add up. Also, the intrigue surrounding Cory Gamble deepens as more details emerge, or rather, fail to emerge. Despite his seemingly prominent role within celebrity circles, Cory's LinkedIn profile offers no insight into his year of graduation or his employment history. This absence of information is certainly eyebrow-raising, adding another layer to the mystery surrounding Cory's past. Adding fuel to the speculation fire, remember that Cosmopolitan article on Cory that I mentioned earlier? Well, that was published almost immediately after a leaked video of Kanye West surfaced, in which he claimed to know for a fact that Cory works for the CIA. It's as if there was a rush to provide some explanation for Cory's background and origins, especially given the cryptic nature of Kanye's assertions. And speaking of connections, remember Hillary Clinton's ties to DuPont? Well, it turns out she also has close links to Scooter Braun. In 2015, Scooter hosted a fundraiser for Hillary Clinton at his home in LA at the time. Cory was reportedly still working for Scooter. Coincidentally, Just a few months before the fundraiser, Cory met Kris Jenner at a birthday party in Ibiza. Notably, Diddy and Justin Bieber were also in attendance at this star-studded event. In the midst of all of this, Cory's role in Justin Bieber's career remains ambiguous. Media outlets couldn't seem to agree on what to call him: manager, tour manager, co-manager, leaving his actual job description a mystery. But here's where things take a wild turn. Rumors swirl that Cory is deeply entrenched in Diddy's world, with some even speculating that he's Diddy's cousin. While this claim remains unverified, it's undeniable that Cory has been part of Diddy's inner circle for years. In a twist that seems straight out of a Hollywood thriller, Cory was one of the first individuals at the scene when Diddy's ex, Kim Porter, passed away under mysterious circumstances in 2018. The revelation that Cory was not only close to Kim Porter and Diddy, but was present when the coroners arrived at Kim Porter's house adds yet another layer of intrigue to his enigmatic persona. It's perplexing how Cory manages to maintain connections with seemingly everyone in Hollywood while remaining predominantly known as Kris Jenner's boyfriend. Yet both Cory and Kris have been spotted at Diddy's parties on numerous occasions over the years, further blurring the lines between their personal lives and their connections within the entertainment industry. As the pieces of this puzzle come together, one thing is certain: Cory Gamble's story is far more complex than meets the eye. By the way, when Diddy threw a party to commemorate what would have been Kim Porter's 50th birthday 2 years after her passing, Cory was there. He even took to Instagram to share a throwback photo of himself and Kim, wishing her a happy birthday and expressing gratitude for everything she and Diddy had done for his life. Interestingly, Kanye West seemed to be aware of Cory's ties to Diddy, as indicated by his mention in a post where Kanye acknowledged Cory's past involvement with Puff's family. But this connection between Cory, Diddy, and Justin Bieber takes on a sinister tone, especially in light of recent speculation surrounding Diddy's behavior towards Justin. Disturbing videos circulating on social media depict Diddy acting strangely around Justin, prompting fans to speculate about potential wrongdoing. Some even suggest that Diddy may have subjected Justin to the same manipulative tactics he allegedly used on Usher years ago at his Puffy flavor camp. One particularly infamous video shows a 15-year-old Justin spending 48 hours with Diddy, yet no explanation has ever been provided for the purpose of this hangout.
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, where we hanging out and what we doing.
In another unsettling turn of events, a video surfaced showing Diddy questioning Justin Bieber about why they hadn't been hanging out as much.
Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right, okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 55.
Justin's demeanor in this video is a far cry from the innocent excitement he displayed during their earlier interaction. He appears visibly intimidated and uncomfortable, avoiding eye contact and seeming to shrink under Diddy's questioning. This stark contrast in Justin's behavior raises red flags and adds weight to the speculation surrounding Diddy's influence over him. But the strangeness doesn't end there. Additional videos of Justin in the company of Diddy's friends Trey Songz and Odell Beckham Jr. have sparked further concern. In one clip, Justin's behavior seems erratic, leading some to speculate about substance use. While some chalk it up to innocent partying, others point out to subtle cues in the footage that hint at something more nefarious. Returning to the connection between Kris Jenner, Cory Gamble, and Diddy, the plot thickens. Despite their continued social media presence, Kim Kardashian's decision to unfollow Diddy just before his properties were raided by Homeland Security raises eyebrows. It's a move that hints at deeper knowledge or involvement, adding another layer to the mystery surrounding Cory. As Kanye West's comments about Cory being tied to the CIA echo in our minds, it's impossible to ignore the tangled web of connections surrounding Cory Gamble. Is he simply Kris Jenner's boyfriend, or is there more to him than meets the eye? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, the truth always has a way of coming to light. As fans dissect the timelines and connections, many find themselves siding with Kanye's perspective. The industry's secrets run deep, and Cory Gamble may be at the center of it all. What are your thoughts on Cory's connection to Diddy? Share your insights below and stay tuned for more updates on this unfolding saga.